Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play The Lion King. I'm your hostess Rizu Komasu, bringing you the last video in this LP series. It's been a great run, but it has to come to an end, and it will end with us kicking Scar's ass. As you can see, this mostly consists of scratching him and tossing him like I just did here. However, tossing him is a very risky method. It also takes off a lot of HP. How you toss him is you wait for him to be panting, run at him, and press the Y button attack. However, this is risky, as I will show you later on in the video, while Scar does a cheap-ass move on me. In the meantime, we will be waiting for the opportunity to throw him again. You can also just smack the heck out of him for the first two parts of the Scar fight. There are 3, by the way. However, this will only work for the first 2 parts. It takes longer, but it is also a lot safer. I would suggest doing that if you miss some of the health upgrades. As you can see, I was getting too close to the other edge, so I had to run back. However, you have to be careful, because if you either get too close to Scar and put him into a corner, or if you distance himself too much, he will jump at you. This damages you, whether he's jumping up or jumping down. It doesn't matter if you are on top of him or not, it will damage you. As you can see, he's just run off, and we cannot run after him until he is off screen. Grab onto these 2 things, watch out because there are 2 hyenas here, not just 1. Disney often likes to throw things at you in pairs. I've noticed that. It's either Disney or it's Virgin Entertainment, which really should be shot for making such a horribly hard game. And of course, it's not just hyenas, it's not just Scar that makes this level difficult. There is lightning that will set platforms on fire. Now this one is interesting because the fire can be glitchy. Sometimes it lights up like it's supposed to, sometimes there's fire there when it shouldn't be, and most conveniently, sometimes the fire doesn't appear at all. Now there is an alternate path to get that red and white bug, but since we don't need it, we are going to be moving on. So just run straight across here, and what I'd like to do is move forward just a little bit, crouch, let that hyena jump over you so that you're ready to smack the other one. Otherwise, you will most likely get hit. Now this one is interesting because sometimes the fire won't disappear, sometimes it will, and that is when it's supposed to appear. Grab onto these little cliff things, which really shouldn't be there, but hey, they're there so that we can get up. And we are on to the second Scar fight. Killing our uncle because he killed our father, took power, married our mother, and pretty much starved everybody to death. How is that familiar, I wonder? You want to know how it's familiar, everyone? It is familiar because it is the plot from Shakespeare's Hamlet. That's right, this too is a ripoff from another plot, just like all the other animated Disney movies before it and some after. However, it is not without its own particular quirks, as we have Timon and Pumbaa, which I believe are supposed to be spin-offs of Hamlet's friends. But enough of that, we are going to be tossing Scar again, and this is where one of the examples where it is just easier to smack him to death, because he's just harder in the second part. He will slap you back, and sometimes he does this. Mash the A button in order to get him off, because otherwise you will die. Sometimes you will die regardless of how much you mash the A button. So it is just better to not get into that move. Get him into a corner, do not let him jump no matter what, and soon he will turn tail and run. Like, I think after this he will. Yep. We are just going to be moving on briefly. I know there are platforms up there, but I want to kill these hyenas first. Why, you ask? Well, you'll see in a few. Watch out for the lightning there, you have to jump at the right time or you will get hit. Yay, more hyenas! They are everywhere, and they are weak because Scar has been starving them to death and once again has been making them listen to poor Broadway. Although this time it is just a poorly performed performance of Wicked. As you can see, I have not scripted this. There we go, lightning's out. The fire is really, really glitchy in this level, and it will also make you lag if you are running on an emulator, I warn you now. However, now we are going to be jumping up here to get the red and white bug. Why don't I just jump all the way up here to get to the top of Pride Rock? It doesn't go that high up, otherwise it would be way too easy. However, this is the last health bug of the level, so make sure you get it, if you need it. Jump over this again, and we will be moving on to the next area. Other than Scar, there are no more enemies of the level. There is just platform jumping, with lightning dictating your path. So no, it is not really a maze, you can't pick your path. You have to choose very carefully, because as you can see, lightning will strike the paths it does not want you to go on. However, that platform up there will go out once you move into the right area of the platform before it. And if you jump correctly, you're supposed to get to the top platform. I didn't make it. And I fell all the way back down. What's nice about this level is that parts of it... Now you see if I fell into that pit. Be right back. And we are back. As I was saying, if I fell into that pit, I would have died because the level... Because once you have beaten the second Scar fight, part of the level will disappear. Which means you will fall to your death. That is because the fire is climbing. However, do not feel pressure to hurry, it will only climb as far as you climb. Meaning that you will not die. Take your time, for the love of God. These levels are on time. Use it. And we are coming for Scar. We're gonna get ya, bitch. The final Scar fight. You have to throw him at least twice and smack the heck out of him until he is panting near constantly. Then you will be able to toss him off of the edge of Pride Rock, just like what happens in the movie. Pretty much, he's a sourpuss about this because we are stealing his milk and stealing his kingdom. Although granted, it should have been our kingdom, because he killed our father. Simba was the prince. And as you can see, the roar will sometimes stun Scar a little bit and force him to back off. Which is really neat, because I didn't think it would do that, since it has no effect on hyenas or leopards. Yes, it is a little bit odd, but it's very convenient. Aren't you glad you're fighting him like this, as opposed to as young Simba? Bitch slap, throw, and talk about how Oz is a sexy beast. Wait, not Oz, Simba. Because Simba is so handsome. That was for you, Kashmar89. I hope you appreciate it. Pretty much smack him until he is panting near constantly. Throw him until he is panting near constantly. This is difficult to do because he will pull the cheap-ass move on you sometimes. And I get very close to death here, I believe. I'm not sure. Anyway, as you can see, Scar is panting very close to all the time, so lure him very close to the edge. As you see, I am about to do. Jump over him. Don't smack him twice, because otherwise he will back off again. Smack him twice. As you can see, when he is panting constantly, he will stop moving, making throwing him a hell of a lot easier. So, get ready to throw him. And you have beaten the Lion King. Huzzah! I am shot for the deceased crab reference. Catchphrase. Whatever. And for some oddball reason, it's still storming, it's still flaming, and rain that looks an awful lot like lava ash is going to put out the fire eventually. It's not happening just yet. As you can see, we have a really, really long-ass cutscene. Like, I can't do anything to make it go faster. Sorry, everyone. But yeah, we've beaten the game. This is it. This is the end of my very first Let's Play. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. I would like to thank Let's Play Forum, because if I had never found it, I never would have learned the rules. And for good Let's Playing, like how to make good audio and video quality, and how to make good commentary. I'd like to thank Freezing Inferno, who is my first actual Let's Player friend. And yeah, I would also like to thank Kashmar89, who is my original inspiration for Let's Plays. And yeah, I'd like to thank everybody, especially... And another name to drop is SSS Skinner, also known as Sam. Oh yeah. She is my first female Let's Player friend, so thanks to her.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Sorry for that long pause, I was waiting for him to say that. And now we are getting this long-ass credit sequence of people we don't really care about at all. Now, there is a secret I missed in level 5. I know, as far as I know, that is the only one I have missed. No, wait, no, there's that other one in level 6 with the health upgrade bug. Anyway, I will have to show you how to get those two, probably in a bonus video, because this video is long enough with the credit sequence. It's showing a bunch of names, all the names of the people I should curse for making this game so damn hard, especially Virgin Entertainment. Made by virgins, for virgins who have nothing better to do with their time. That is not a hint on my sexual life. In fact, I do have a boyfriend. His name is Kelly, and I love him very much. I love you, Kelly. I hope to see you soon. So yeah, I thank you for subscribing, everyone. I hope you enjoy my videos, and wow, I still have to kill another minute. I could sing and bore you. I'm just kidding, I won't. Although there is a karaoke contest coming up, but you know what? I'll mention that later. Long ass credits, but at least they're playing good music. Once again, big thank you to Hans Zimmer, the original composer of a lot of this music. Tim Rice and Elton John as well, because they did fantastic work on the music that they made as well. So yeah, it wasn't just Hans Zimmer, Tim Rice, Elton John, and pretty much whoever the heck else helped with the music. Whatever orchestra played it, whoever arranged it, it's just amazing. And this was a fantastic Super Nintendo game. Definitely play it. It is hard as hell, but it is worth it. It's so much fun. Not sure when I'll start my next project, but check my channel to see what I'm doing next. This has been Rizu Kumasu, signing off. Stay frosty, everyone.